Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking to throw, it's Hart. And down he goes back at the 3. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, When you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. They get to him as he throws.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the mistiming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Look out, he's got room. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they make big plays for you.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Inside the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Pocket breaking down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Big gain on the designed quarterback run. Nice to have a guy that can get you out of trouble, whether by design or improvisation, like Anthony Richardson did against Utah in 22.
Yeah, it just makes you a much better coach when you got guys that can scramble around and buy time. And you look at Florida's teams, the most recent success going back to Tim Tebow, a guy that gets you extra possessions, extra first downs, and makes that big play at the quarterback spot.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Makes the catch, it's Singleton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust, because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Using his legs, it's Brooks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent result. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly.
Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Got his man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
That's caught. It's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got the tight end outside. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Back to throw. It's Hart. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Texas A&M going quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Bring in the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wants to throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brooks. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. Makes the grab, it's Powell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop and shoulder marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. Be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Hart. Under fire. He's open on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a top-5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Gators want to move quickly. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for you.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Hart. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the outside.
Wow, that is a sensational catch. And I tell you, you make catches like that deep down the field for your quarterback, he is going to go back to you again and again and again. That was a highlight play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Finds a man on the right. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Hart. Here's the pressure. Throws toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Norman. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hart. They're working that left side. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Offense lining up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Takes the handoff. It's Clark. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass. Quickly complete. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Touchdown, Gators! Once he got some room, it was over. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Hart. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 17 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success, you've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting it to Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year.
He was just such a weapon. When you got weapons, you learn how to use them, and you learn how to deploy them in all kinds of different ways. If I'm Florida, continue to find ways to find that guy, because whether it's zone, man, whatever, he wins.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
On the play. First and goal, Florida.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's McLaurin. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Direct snap. It's Clark. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Green. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
right down the boulevard. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's McLaurin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
First and 10.
And here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Little touch pass to the receiver. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Catch in the middle. It's Davidson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Dyer. Flips it out on the screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Skips away from pressure. That's caught. It's Singleton. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. This is a designed run, and he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Fires to the middle. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. A&M comes back out with another 1st down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding.
And he throws another interception. Got room on the return. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll go to the toss. Fights off a defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher